We all fall. Sometimes we fall because we stumble over our own 2 feet, and then there are times that others will do what they can to ensure that we find ourselves on our backs looking up. Now, no matter the reason, and most of all, no matter who is the one knocking us down, there's only one thing that we must do, and that's to bounce back. Bounce back. Now, we have no time for anything else but to bounce back and rise strong. See, you fall and you get back up so many times that resilience eventually becomes an art. The art of resiliency. There we go. The art of resiliency. Now, while everyone wants to succeed and to never have to fall to bounce back, folks, life is not that way. Life will knock you down, and you will have to bounce back. You have no choice. It's non-negotiable. And for those that feel, or those that are hell-bent on believing that reality does not apply to them, well, they are in for a very rude awakening. Seriously. Those that truly believe that falling, failing, and getting back up again does not apply to them, well, then they most certainly are going to be found in one of two places, either emergency rooms or prisons. And that's because both are full of people that really believe they could get away with it and not have to worry about failing or falling and then having to get back up again. See, accountability, or the lack thereof, is what put most of those individuals where they find themselves. Now, when it comes to failing or falling and bouncing back, always remember the following. Falling, failing, falling is part of the process. Getting back up is also part of the process. And there is nothing you can do to circumvent those facts. There's nothing you can do, seriously. However, there is something you can do to move through and beyond those facts. As I mentioned, you can master the art of falling and bouncing back, resiliency. Or, well, you may be thinking to yourself that you do not have the time to master failing and bouncing back. Well, please don't kid yourself. It's going to happen. And a word of advice, the sooner you master failing and bouncing back, the sooner you will get to the success that you truly want to achieve. Again, I understand that you do not want to go through the failures to get to the successes. You just want to get success. Trust me, I get it. I do. However, when it comes down to brass tacks, it is part of life. Now, we will have our ups and downs, and that is non-negotiable. Again, that's also part of life. Those that choose to ignore the fact, well, you know where you can find them. Yep, emergency rooms and prisons. That's it, non-negotiable. As for the ones that, well, this is for those special few, the ones that gave up on getting back up, gave up on bouncing back, well, we find them right where they've always been. We find them in the exact same place they were last week, last month, and sadly, right where they were this time last year. Usually those individuals are also found playing the victim, the role of the victim. They do so. They play the victim, crying that the system is rigged or that someone is out to get them. And I've seen these individuals firsthand, and it all comes back to lack of accountability, failing to hold themselves responsible to get to where they want to be. They lack the grit and determination to see themselves do what it takes to reach the finish line. They blame others when there is absolutely no reason to and no one to blame, but they're going to blame someone. See, it is through grit, determination, and lots of self-discipline that will help take you to where you need to be, where you want to be. And most of all, having grit, determination, and self-discipline is how you bounce back better after falling. Your success, folks, your success awaits.